Oh, to be safe, I need you to never contact me again.
Yeah.
And not in a, I didn't, it wasn't said like in a mean way, but in order for me to be okay, I need you to leave me alone.
I need you to agree that you won't ever want to communicate with me, or that you won't ever communicate with me, so that I can be at peace.
Because it hurts me when you do, because it makes that. Then I think that I read things into it, or like it gives me hope that I don't think I should have.
Okay. Good.
So in order to stay safe, I need you to not have anything to do with me. And it doesn't matter what you want.
You set what you thought was a boundary. Like, I'll stop him texting me and contacting me, and I'll stop watching movies and trying to do this stuff so I won't feel uncomfortable. But meanwhile, what you've done is you've bricked in your bodily experience, and you're carrying it with you everywhere you go. And if a wrong smell comes, or if the wrong thought comes, or if somebody asks about him, or if something reminds you, or right? So I want to suggest to you, but really to all of us, that this idea of bricking up, like set boundaries.
I've built this wall.
It's not only the illusion of an illusion of protection, it's actually where our suffering comes from. Because now you're trapped inside, like inside this wall with your own pain. Like you're not clearing it.
That's what I got from you last week, was like boundaries. We're taught, set boundaries, girls. You deserve to set boundaries. You deserve this. You deserve that. Set your boundaries so you get treated the way you deserve to be treated. Mm-hmm. And I had, like, you completely opened my eyes to looking at it in a totally different way.
It's more like what I need some space here to breathe. Like if I'm holding my energetic boundary too close to my skin, it's almost like I'm suffocated, like I'm wilting from life, right? Mm-hmm. So I say, wow, I give myself some space here so I can breathe and express my aliveness. Like, my boundary is, how wide can I hold myself and still be centered? Because if I get too out there, and you know that, I mean, sometimes we occur flaky. I can see this possibility in this, and we start 18 projects, but they're not grounded, right? Yeah, we don't manifest in life. And I'm like, this multi-marketing and this multi-level marketing, this and this and this, and hopefully...
Where are the roots in all of that?
Exactly, and we're hoping something will give life and money, right? Versus actually grounding.
You have to like nourish some of them enough.
Yeah, exactly.
To grow.
Exactly. That's the example of like business ideas, right? But it's like the same in relationships. So this idea of like being aware of my boundaries. Sometimes I'm more comfortable and out here, and sometimes I'm, in social situations, especially in groups, people will kind of come in a little closer. Like they're not as comfortable being out with other people around. They have the illusion of safety. Like it's more easy for me to breathe broader and hold wider if my story is that you've earned my trust, or you've earned my love, or that you've proven yourself more often than not that you're safe for me, that I won't feel any uncomfortable sensations, and that
you get to come in a level.
Yeah, exactly. If you if something you do causes some uncomfortable sensations, we'll both agree that it's your fault and that you'll apologize sufficiently in the right way, that I'll continue to deem you trustworthy so I can be out here and breathing. But if you haven't done all that and you don't continue to do that, I've got to punish myself by bricking off in here. And now I'm almost suffocated in life. For sure, my manifesting power is down. Like I'm not making new connections to my source energy and to aliveness and to inspired ideas that I can get out in the world, that the world then rewards. Do you know what I mean?
And like I'm going to close you off, but what I'm doing is closing myself off.
Yes.
Boundary is giving me the illusion of safety,
which traps me in my own pain.
Which has totally trapped me in my own pain.
Yeah.
And as soon as my eyes were open to that, even just a little bit, I was like, I have to get rid of this. I have to talk to him and let him know.
I'd even suggest to you, let's not call it boundaries. We can even put it in quote when we're
that's what
rules.
People call it.
Rules, behavior modification. What is it when you say, it's rigid. Like what would be, because a boundary, like if I close my eyes right here, and you can do this too, whoever's watching this videotape, right? kind of feel where your energy ends right now. Like it's a beautiful March day here in Arizona, sitting outside, like my body's like with the breeze. Like feel like kind of where your energy naturally ends, and put your hands out like that far. Like wherever you are inside your house, like keep your eyes closed and just put your hands out. Like where do you have a sense like your heart energy, your aliveness? Like, you know, it doesn't stop at your skin. You can feel that you're bigger than your skin as you sit there, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For some people it's out at arm's width length. Or when they're public speakers who are riveting, they can fill a room with their presence, like a room of 1,000. Like Tony Robbins can fill like a stadium with his presence. Like he's big, right? Like he can get out there big on his boundaries, his energy boundaries. So right now, and it changes moment by moment, blood sugar being up or down, being worried or not, it changes. Like let's deal with what a boundary really is here. For me right now, it's about out here. It's not quite like, yeah, like I'm feeling it's kind of, like this is kind of my, like where I'm vibing around here, like my heart feels pretty open.
I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
There aren't too many people around.
You're behind the camera.
There's birds, you know, we're outside.
Yeah. And then if I say, okay, let's get back to business and let's make sure the video clip is like the right way it needs to be. So then as you sit up, like you're not, like
right.
let's just just tune in, keep your eyes closed. For me, the visual distraction takes me away from my experience of my own energy sometimes. So closing my eyes just helps me tune into what's happening here in my field of experience. Does it, as you sit forward, does it come in a little closer? Like we're going to get down to business now? Like it's
like
a little,
just my hands just did it automatically.
Yeah, like they came in. It's like, okay, let's make sure we're on task, we're on purpose here, like we're getting tasks done. Separating rule. It's a separating rule. What people usually call a boundary is a separating rule. Right? Let's call it for right now, until lack of a better concept or title, let's call it a separating rule. It's dealing with this thing out there, separate from this thing here, and trying to make sure they stay separate, right?
Separating rule.
Versus union and collaboration and co-creation. And I like how clear you are about that it doesn't change anything, but that you said there was a softening, like a lightening up in your field, and he's relieved. Nothing's changed. He probably won't text you, but now it's not like because he's not allowed to. And if he does, he's an asshole who's abusive because he doesn't honor
You didn't respect my separation rule.
Exactly. Yeah, separation rule works for me.
Yeah.
This is a good working concept. Boundaries versus separation rules, because boundaries are what people naturally feel.